As a priest, I have the privilege of administering the sacrament of mercy, better known to all of us as reconciliation or confession. Hearing confessions allows me to witness the healing power of God's mercy in a person's life. And every person who walks into that room has a cross or crosses to bear, some heavier than others. And these crosses are the emotional, physical, psychological, and situational burdens that weigh us down. They are difficult and often unclear. They can be so irritating that they can rub one raw to the bone. When our cross is too heavy, it can cause us to stumble and fall flat on our face. But Jesus knows and cares about our crosses. He is with us, urging us on, whispering in our ear to never give up. He pulls us close to him during our moments of trials and tribulations. He invites us to follow in his footsteps by being ready to take up our cross, whatever that may be. Yes, it's easier said than done, but the only way to deal with our crosses is by uniting our sufferings in our everyday life to that of Jesus, and by asking him for the grace that we desperately need in our time of pain and suffering. He tells us that no matter how dark and ugly things might seem, there is a path into the light and life. But a crucial part of taking up our cross is also denying ourselves. Our crosses that Jesus asked each one of us to take up challenge us to lay aside aspects of our lives in order to find meaning and purpose to our lives. Our crosses forces us to look beyond the world, to look beyond everything that the world offers, in order that we can grasp something so much greater. We take up our cross and follow Jesus by putting the kibosh on our moments of self-absorption and self-pity. Taking up our cross means having to live a life of faith and trust in God by dying to our own needs, desires, and longings in order to find a new life in Jesus. And that's called dying to self. It's a call to absolute surrender. When we embrace our cross in faith, what might seem on the surface to be death becomes the means through which God gives us life. The call to carry our cross is not easy, but the eternal reward is well worth the temporary pain. Only when we have this daily death and resurrection experience can we clearly understand the gospel and be inspired by it, which in turn can lead us to be more responsible, confident, humble, and joyful people we ought to be. Walking with God will not always be easy, but at least the walking will be with God.